Now let's think in terms of the situation where, like, if I'm leading the jam, and this is how we're going to make it work on Zoom, okay? With two people, you can the I'll get into the details, but basically, like, one person has to be the leader and has to be the person that plays rhythm guitar. Because on Zoom, as we'll talk about, you can't have two people unmuted at the same time and hear it happening in real time as if you were in the same room. That's just the reality of it, for the audio reasons and for the latency reasons, that it would be a few milliseconds that it would take your sound to get into your computer, get shot across the universe to space or whatever, and get back to that next person. So it does not work in a way that feels like it's grooving together. But what does work is that one person can be playing the rhythm part, and the other person can be the other person can be muted on their device, which means if I'm the recipient, if I'm player number two, then I'll be hearing player number one playing the rhythm part, and then I get to play along, and I got to make sure that I'm muted so that I'm not confusing them and sending back my audio. But effectively, you have two guitar players playing at once. Does that make sense? And for that to be successful, the leader needs to count in the other guitar player. So let's not even think in terms of like rhythm guitar player and lead guitar player, because that's not necessarily the case. It might in fact be that guitar player one is playing, holding down the chords. But this is where it gets fun, because if you're both in the groove and listening, you can actually trade, you can pass the baton. And we're going to do that right now before we add anything else to our list. I'll demonstrate. So I'll be the leader of this jam, and this is a perfect example because I can hear me and you can hear me. And then when I go to play rhythm, I can't hear what you're playing, but you can hear what you're playing. So when you play along with me, that's effectively two guitar players jamming together.